Welcome to MTV Somali Channels Nightly News Bulletin. If you're new to us, please don't forget to subscribe in order not to miss out on our nightly news round in Somalia. In today's headline, government issues statement on third day National Election Conference. Prime Minister Roble meets with Speaker of the Upper House Abdi Hashi. Somali clerics issue statement on National Consultation Conference in Mogadishu. Puntland says to start voter registration in laasaanood as Somaliland preps for elections in same area. The third day of the Somali Leaders' Conference, which was chaired by the caretaker Prime Minister Mohamed Hussein Roble, ended smoothly. The leaders have begun debating on issues that need to be clarified on the electoral issues. Government spokesman Mohamed Ibrahim Malimu, describing the proceedings of the conference, said the leaders had openly discussed the issues raised at the table. To ensure the success of the conference, the Prime Minister held a private meeting with Speaker of the Upper House Abdi Hashi Abdullahi today, and they discussed election issues related to the agreement, and talks will continue, he said. The Prime Minister will consult with all political stakeholders and anyone who can join the conference. The leaders will reconvene tomorrow, but it seems that almost everything is nearly over. Somalia's Prime Minister, Mohamed Hussein Roble, met with the Speaker of the Upper House Abdi Hashi Abdullahi on Monday to discuss election issues and how Somaliland will be represented in the upcoming polls. A government spokesperson confirmed the meeting and said that the PM would be making an effort to speak with all stakeholders as he continues his dialogue with the federal member states on implementing the September 17 agreement. One of the main obstacles at previous electoral negotiations was the composition of the electoral committees in Gedo and Somaliland. The Upper House Speaker previously rejected the federal government's appointees to the Somaliland Commission and accused President Farmaajo of gerrymandering the election process to install supporters as delegates. Speaker Abdi Hashi wrote to international bodies, including the African Union and the UN, in mid-November accusing President Farmaajo of unilaterally selecting the committee without input or involvement from Somaliland stakeholders. The speaker warned that President Farmaajo's decision would have catastrophic consequences for the Somali people if left unchecked. Somali clerics discussed the national consultative meeting taking place in the capital between federal and state leaders at a meeting in Mogadishu today. Somali clerics issued a statement read to the media and said they would first welcome the conference for the country's leaders in finally resolving the election dispute in the country. Clerics also said it is important to quickly deal on the matters of elections, and avoid anything that could lead to divisions and unrest in the country. In conclusion, the Somali clerics called on the Somali people and stakeholders to support peace efforts to bring about inclusive elections in the country. Puntland will commence voter registration in the contested region of Sool, State Interior Minister has said in what could portend a clash with Somaliland. Mohamed Abdirahman Dabanad told journalists Sunday the registration exercise will kick on in laasaanood in Sool region in coming days. We want to start voter registration exercise in laasaanood town. We want this process to take place peacefully, Dabanad said. The announcement comes in the midst of preparations for elections by Somaliland in the same area. Both Puntland and Somaliland contest ownership of Sool and Sanaag and have in some occasions gone into full-scale fighting. Somaliland took over laasaanood in 2007 following fighting with Puntland forces. Heavy fighting between the two sides in Tukarak village, which is also located in Sool region, led to tens of deaths in 2018. Parliamentary and local government elections in Somaliland will take place on May 31 and will be expected to happen in the two contested regions. Meanwhile, unknown gunmen attacked 3 offices belonging to political parties in laasaanood Sunday evening, with reports indicating at least 2 people were injured. That's it for our nightly news bulletin roundup. Don't forget to subscribe to MTV Somali channel in order to not miss out on our nightly news roundup in Somalia.